Hello, welcome to 2019. This is my first ever video of 2019, so I hope you all had a lovely Christmas and a very happy new year, even though it feels like it was forever ago now. For this video I'm going to be reviewing Clinique's latest big launch, and that is the Clinique ID. If this is the first time you're ever seeing my face, I make quite a few of these review videos amongst lots of other things, but I always try my best to make them as informative and as helpful as possible. So if you do enjoy this sort of thing, I would absolutely love it if you would subscribe and stick around. I assume that if you are searching for these videos, you're trying to figure out whether to invest your money in this product. So because of that, I will always try to include a really wide range of factors to help you make your decision. So for this video, that includes how to select the correct Clinique ID product for you, and all about that process, ingredients and clinical claims that Clinique claims to see whether I think they match up with the effect it's had on my skin, my first impressions of the product, and also how my skin looks and feels having used the product for the last 10 days. So first of all, I do want to address the topic of how to choose the correct Clinique ID product for you. Clinique wanted to create a custom blend hydrator. So basically in this product there are 15 different combinations that you can choose to find one that best suits your skin. I read online that historically Clinique have always encouraged their customers to buy a moisturiser and then a separate serum. So the moisturiser is to hydrate and the serum is to target any skin concerns that you have, and basically they wanted to respond to customers' comments that this was too many steps or too expensive and combine the two, which would result in this product. However, I have also read on Clinique's social media since then that they're still encouraging people to use serums as well. So if that's the case, I don't really get it. I haven't used a serum with mine and I haven't felt the need to. So the first step when choosing your Clinique ID custom hydrator is to pick your base. The moisturiser that is involved with the Clinique ID system is their famous Dramatically Different moisturiser. The Dramatically Different moisturiser is the top selling moisturiser worldwide, and there is one of the Dramatically Different moisturisers sold every 5 seconds. So there are 3 different types of the Dramatically Different moisturiser that you can choose from to be in with your Clinique ID system, and the reason for that is that they want you to be able to pick a moisturiser that best suits your skin. So the 3 different types of moisturiser are the Dramatically Different Moisturising Lotion Plus. This one is recommended for people with skin type 1 or 2, which is dry or dry combination skin. I have used this one on occasion, sort of with samples and things, but I've never purchased this one myself because I have combination oily skin. So I have used the Dramatically Different Oil Control Gel, and I believe the difference between them is that one is more water-based and one is more oil-based. So basically one of them is designed to control the oil within your skin while also hydrating it, because obviously if you have really oily skin, a lot of the time that's because your skin is actually dry, so your skin has to create more oil to kind of overcompensate for that. So it's still really important if you do have oily skin that you moisturise your skin and hydrate your skin, because that should prevent the production of so much excess oil. And the last moisturiser, the one that I went for, was the Dramatically Different Hydrating Jelly. Now I have a whole other review on my channel which hit 30,000 views today actually, which I'm really excited about, so thank you if you already watched that. The Hydrating Jelly is a clear moisturiser that is suitable for all skin types with anti-pollution technology in it, which is great because I live in London now and there is pollution all the time. I used to use the Dramatically Different Oil Control Gel religiously, and then after trying out the jelly for a review I finished off my gel, but then have now switched over to the jelly and I really like it. So if you would like more information on that, I have a whole other video, so I'm not really going to go into it now, but I will leave the link to that video in the description if you want to go and have a look and see what the jelly is all about. So on top of the 3 different moisturisers, there are also 5 different active cartridges which all come in different colours that you can insert into your moisturiser. The first, the green one, targets irritation. The next, the orange, targets fatigue. Then we've got the blue, which targets pores and uneven texture. And then purple for lines and wrinkles, so sort of anti-aging, and lastly the white cartridge, which targets uneven skin tone. So when I looked at those descriptions, the ones that stood out to me to work for me were the blue, which is pores and uneven texture, and the orange, which is fatigue, which is what I went with. The reason I went with this is because for me, Clinique historically have done very well with their brightening and anti-fatigue skincare product. One of my absolute favourite skincare products from Clinique ever, or not from Clinique, just ever, is the Fresh Pressed skincare system. I do have a review about that as well, but basically it is the best just brightening week-long skin treatment that I have ever tried, and I love it. So I kind of wanted to give this one a go. It's got the orange packaging as well, which probably helped my decision. Just because it sort of looks quite similar, but also it sounded like it was going to do a fairly similar thing, but more long term. I am actually going to an event next week though to celebrate the launch of the Clinique ID, and so because of that I have been considering making a separate review about the pores and uneven texture bottle. So if that does appeal to you, please do let me know. So I'm going to be focusing mostly on this one, but I do think that a lot of it will apply to whichever one you use. As with all new products, the first thing that I noticed when this arrived was the packaging. So this is kind of the outside part that it comes in, and that shows the sort of full bottle of Clinique ID there. But then when you actually open that up, it comes with these two separate boxes inside. So in the first box, you have your choice of moisturiser, so the whichever Dramatically Different you've chosen to use. And this comes in a funny little bottle with just a lid. You can't see, yeah, just like a screw-on lid like that. And it also does look slightly not quite full, which they have shown on the box. If you look, the top of it's there, but the product is there. And the reason for that is that you then put in the active cartridge. So obviously they need to allow room in the bottle for you to put this in so that the moisturiser doesn't spill over the top. So if it does arrive for you and you think that the moisturiser looks not quite full, it hasn't been used, it's just that it looks more full once you put this in. And this is the active cartridge. As you can see from the bottle, there are two holes in the nozzle of the bottle. So the hole to the left hand side is what brings up the moisturiser, and the hole to the right hand side is what brings up the active cartridge. Brings up is not the right word, we're just going to go with it. So the first time you use it, you do have to pump it through a few times before you get both of them flowing equally at the same time, but after that they should both come out every time you pump it. They are designed so that you have 90% of the moisturiser and 10% of the active cartridge, which is apparently the perfect combination to target your skin concerns, basically, while still hydrating your skin. So now I'm going to show you a video of past me trying this out for the very first time at like 4 o'clock in the morning or something disgusting. Hello, please excuse my appearance and the lighting. I'm in a bathroom obviously, so there's not an awful lot that I can do about it, and this door will not stop hitting me. But I'm just going to get on with my first 2 steps of my skincare routine while I have a chat with you. First of all, I'm going to use the Foaming Sonic facial soap. I'm actually not going to use my Sonic brush for this week, and the reason is that I know that the Sonic brush adds a lot of brightness alone, so I want to try the anti-fatigue cartridge for the Clinique ID and test it for that. So I'm just going to use my hands with this. I still really like the Foaming Sonic facial soap though, because it's really nice and gentle. And then my clarifying lotion in number 3, which as you can see is very nearly run out. Please do excuse my horrible low manly voice today. Ooh, hello. First of all, I'm just ill. I think it's the time of year, and second of all, I am up at, well, it's currently 10 to 5 and I've already curled my hair, so I've been up since probably 4:15 because I'm going to Nairobi today. So that's relevant to you guys because obviously I've been trying this out all week, so you can come along. There'll be a separate vlog that's actually Nairobi, but this is going to be just my skin. So if you're wondering where I am and why my background keeps changing, that's why. I definitely should have tied my hair up before this. My skin has been feeling really tired recently. I think with Christmas and eating a load of rubbish and not getting enough sleep and travelling a lot, my skin is definitely not my biggest fan right now. So basically this comes like this. There is actually quite a lot of space in the top, but obviously that's because you're about to put this cartridge into it. And then remove before use. Okay, nearly failed at the first hurdle there. So you have to take this strip off. Oh, I see how that works. So you like pump it and it comes out What? Oh wait, no, so it pulls the moisturiser up through this little tube here and must add some of the cartridge to it as it goes. Maybe? Sure. So, I'm gonna pop that in there. Ooh, that was incredibly satisfying. So there is my Clinique ID with the cartridge inside. I mean, there's this weird, oh. Is that, there's like a weird thing in the lid. I don't know if it's supposed to be there, but it's not coming out. Okay. So I think it's the moisturiser comes out of one hole and the cartridge comes out of the other, but at the moment there doesn't seem to be anything coming out of the right hand side. Does that mean it's not working? Oh no, there is some orange in it. Oh, that's good. You can see the cartridge. That's really helpful because I had no idea whether that was coming out just then. So I'm just going to pop that all over my face. I love this jelly because it literally feels like water. It's so light on the skin. It's a lot more like Moisture Surge than Dramatically Different in that way. It's less cooling than Moisture Surge. I'm just a massive Clinique moisturiser nerd at this point. It's not sinking in that well, but that's probably just because I put like 5 pumps on my face. Right now it feels exactly the same as the Dramatically Different Hydrating Jelly does on its own, so we'll see if it makes a difference. So now we're on to talking about the ingredients. Now I'm not going to focus too hard on the ingredients of the moisturiser section of this because, as I said, I do have a whole video about that already, so instead I'm going to look at the active cartridge and I'm just going to look at the orange one this time. But if you would like me to do a blog post maybe about the ingredients of the other cartridges, then let me know in the comments and I will definitely consider doing that. So the active cartridge concentrate that is orange says that it's for fatigue and that it is to energize and revive glow. So the ingredients that they promote for this, the first one is taurine, I think that's how you pronounce it, and I'd never heard of that before, but on first glance when I've just had a little Google, it says that taurine is believed to inhibit glycation, which is one of the main causes of cellular aging. So it's supposed to promote the regenerative ability of the collagen in your skin and to keep your skin looking young and bouncy and bright. One of the other ingredients is caffeine. Obviously caffeine is supposed to make you look and feel more awake. I think caffeine is one of the ingredients in their fresh pressed range as well, which, as I said, I love. And another key ingredient in this is glycerin, which keeps your skin feeling really bouncy. Again, it all does very similar stuff, but so they seem to have used ingredients which really kind of pack all of those ideals into one product. So as you can see, this is my skin after using Clinique ID for 10 days with the rest of that Clinique skincare system that I talked about. I have really enjoyed using this actually. I found, especially when I was on my long flights, that my skin just didn't feel as dry as it usually did, which was great. And also my skin was looking really tired at the beginning of the video, and I do genuinely now feel as if my skin looks a lot brighter than it did when I started. I'm not great at getting as much sleep as I should do, or to be honest, taking care of my skin as well as I should. And I think this has really helped me to feel a lot more glowy. As you can see, my makeup has gone on very nicely with it underneath. I think the glycerin in both products has really helped to kind of keep my makeup on better and to make it go on smoother as well. I think having the addition of the cartridge to the moisturiser means that without any extra steps, my skincare routine has gone from being something very standard to something quite special, because I think rather than just making my skin feel sort of hydrated and clean, it really has made my skin look and feel a lot brighter, which I think shows through whether you're wearing makeup or not. One thing that I am curious to find out is whether the two of them run out at the same time, because I think that will be quite a big test as to whether it's worth the money. I'm like months off finishing that, so I wasn't going to do that for this video, but it is definitely something that maybe once I finish this I'll put in the description, or if any of you have finished this and you would like to leave a comment, then I'm sure that would really help some people out. And the other thing that I don't really understand, and this is one of the questions that I'll be asking Clinique at the event next week, is why they don't come like this. Like, why do you have to put this in yourself? Because it says on their website about keeping it fresh, and actually on the packaging it says, now your system is freshly combined for optimised performance with every use. Does that word fresh mean anything is my question, and I haven't really been able to figure out the answer to that. Aside from those couple of questions that I have, I really did think that this was going to be a bit of a gimmick, but I'm really pleasantly surprised with how it's turned out. So yeah, I hope this review has been helpful. If you do have any questions, please leave them in the comments and I will try my best to answer them. And also please let me know if you've tried the Clinique ID and which combination you tried and whether you liked it. Once again, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you have enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more things like this and just more of me chatting in my room. I will leave a link where you can buy this or check it out for yourself in the comment section as well. It might well be an affiliate link, so if you do end up purchasing this through that link, then I will get a small amount of commission. So if you're uncomfortable with that, then obviously you can just Google it, but if you would like to buy it and you end up buying it through my link, then that would be really lovely, thank you. I hope you're all enjoying 2019 so far, and I will see you very soon.